saw my first video and like subscribed and was resharing it, thank you so much. Like, you guys really like gonna make me cry. I really appreciate it. So this week I decided I was gonna do why I hated high school, because a lot of the people that have me are following my channel too, went to high school with me. So I went to Sunset Park High School. Gross. People were always telling me like, you're gonna miss high school, like appreciate it. Nah, bro, it was not the best years of my life. Like, it did not go good for me. I'm filming a video! Yeah, they were not the best years of my life. I didn't like my school. It was full of drama. Like, everybody was always in everybody's business. Like, people really made stuff up out of the blue because they were bored about you. Like, they made up rumors. Like, I didn't think people could really come up with the things that they'd be coming up with. I just don't understand. It's so weird. I was going in thinking like, nobody gonna pick on me. Nobody's gonna mess with me. So, you know, I was walking in like, what? Because I was like, no, none of the older kids are gonna think they could pick on me, because there were a couple like older girls who would pick on the ninth graders because they had like the same style as them, or they wore the same thing as them, or had the same piercing as them. Like, really? That's so stupid. But yeah, I was like, I'm not about to be one of those girls. So I came in, boom, I met a couple people on the first day just because I knew one girl. So she was introducing me to people like, hey, this is blah blah blah, this is blah blah blah. She was older than me. She was in 11th grade, so all her friends were 11th graders. So I was getting introduced to the older kids, you know, and they fucked with me because I'm the shit. So everybody I met like later on that I became friends with were like, you look like such a bitch. That was the plan. A couple of the boys, like, they were so annoying. Apparently they were infamous for like messing with 1,000 girls. So they were trying. No, not happening. But we'll get into that because that leads us somewhere too. After I left that girl, you know, I was on my floor. We weren't on the same floor. I'm in my class, you know, I'm in the hallways. I'm by myself. I don't know nobody. I'm not talking to nobody. I had the face on, so nobody was trying to talk to me. And I was like, first day of school, nobody's messing with me. Good first impression. Make sure everybody looks scared of me. Eventually that week, like, I got into this clique with a couple girls. No, it wasn't a couple girls. It was 10 to 11 girls, including myself. But a group of 10 to 11 girls, there's bound to be drama. And there was a lot. So I didn't last in that group long. I was like, y'all doing the most. They didn't even stay friends. They all went their separate ways. It was kind of more like a, it's our first day, our first year. We're all in this together. We're all girls. We're all pretty. Let's go. We're in this together. I don't need a group behind me. So I was just like, none of that. That kind of got me into a little bit of beef because I realized that once you stop hanging out with people like that and like you're honest about not wanting to be associated with the things they do, they're gonna feel a type of way, and they're like, oh, you want to be cool with me? Fine, then we automatically got beef. Like, no, we don't got beef. I just don't want to be your best friend. So whatever, I just started hanging out with the 11th graders. And they were cool, they were funny and all that. But the little boys, you know, with their hormones, they were irritating. We were really young, so I don't hate anybody now. Like, I don't have problems with anybody now. At the time, I hated you. So this boy, he was up my ass, like, oh my god, talking about me all the time. Everybody was always like, this person asked about you, this person keeps asking if you're single and all. I was like, I'm 14, like, I'm not even allowed to have a boyfriend. I've never done anything, like, no. I met them or whatever, and they were cool, so we were all hanging out and chilling. Bro, I become friends with these people. This kid starts telling rumors, starting mad rumors about me. When I heard them, I'm like, little old me, this is horrible. Like, this is a terrible reputation. Making up rumors like, I did this with him, I did that with him, we're doing this together. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is not me. I don't do this stuff. Like, It was all lies, but I didn't know where they were circulating from. I found out later on that it came from his mouth. He heard it from me. Ooh, he heard it from me. Like, I'm talking about paragraph, essay, like, watch your mouth, stop talking about me. I heard you were the one making rumors. I thought we were cool. I thought we were friends. He's like, I didn't do it. But I don't believe you, because I had multiple sources telling me it was him. But anyway, so yeah, that was happening. And then I had a bunch of girls coming up to me because apparently, like, his ex-girlfriend or something, she went to the school and didn't go anymore. So she like came to visit, and all her friends were telling her that they were hearing the rumors or whatever. So they kind of like asked me in the bathroom. They came to me in the bathroom. They're like, did you do this with this kid? And I'm like, no. That's the first time I heard it. First of all, I don't even know these people. I don't know these girls. Why are you coming up to me asking me my business? But you know, my little ninth grade ass, I was like, what now? What? Instead of being like, mind your fucking business. I should have said that, but I didn't. So I started going up to everybody. I'm like, are you guys hearing this? Like, why is everybody talking about this? I had one close friend, and he was telling me like, look, this is bad news. Don't be cool. Don't talk to this person. They're making it a whole thing that it's not, and it's getting out to everybody. And I know you're not like that. So I was like, oh, really? Oh, really? So apparently everybody was calling me this and that. She does this. I had some girl one time, a girl I never heard of, never spoke to, don't know. She was like, this girl on the 5th floor said that you open your legs to friends you have that are guys. And I was like, who? And she was like, I don't know her name, and I don't remember what she looks like. I'm like, bitch, you lying. So whatever, I had this friend. Eventually we stopped being friends because she was mad phony, but she was there through it all. And like, I used to tell her all the time, I'm like, bro, everybody's saying that I'm doing this and this and this, and I can't change nobody's mind, so you know what, I don't care, whatever. But that was really stressful. Like, imagine, like, you're new, this is your first year, and everybody's over here calling you that you're doing this and this and this, when really, like, you've never done nothing like that in your life. Like, damn. So I was just like, whatever, okay. Then on top of that, there's another boy in the group. He had a crush on me. Them two were friends. So it was a whole big mess because everybody was like, how could you give him a chance and do these things with him and not give him a chance when he's good and he actually likes you? And I'm like, I don't care, because I don't want anybody and I'm not doing anything with him. By the way, if any of you are watching that was like in the middle of that and putting me through that, a few people actually apologized to me for it. But for those of you who didn't and who know you were part of those rumors, kiss my ass. Anyway, they made my ninth grade like a living hell. I even had some girl I was cool with, like, she stopped saying hi to me in the hallway. I didn't really care because we were never friends. We were just like, hi, bye, people. So yeah, she came up to me in the hallway one day and she's like, I know we don't really say hi to each other anymore, and we were cool, so it's unfortunate. And I'm assuming it's because of him. I didn't know you were messing with him, but now I know, and I'll back off. I was like, girl, I'm not. Like, I'm really not. Have your fun. I will say hi to you in the hallway if it really, like, is a big deal. Like, damn. Then there was another girl who wanted that guy, so she was like making up rumors like she did this and this with him, like to make me mad. Like, bitch, you can have him. I don't mess with this kid. Like, I don't want, like, it was really like clout. And it's crazy because I'm a ninth grader, I'm new, and apparently everybody in the school knew who I was. Like, they were using me. He was using me. Like, damn, what the fuck, am I famous? Like, leave me alone. I don't want to be famous. So anyway, that was pretty much ninth grade. It was like stupid little boy trouble. 10th grade. So in 10th grade, I got into my first fight. Lovely. I never thought I was going to get into a fight, to be honest. Like, I'm nice to everybody. I'm friends with everybody. I was even friends with the person that I got into the fight with, but it was all like a misunderstanding and it was kind of hyped up. So we did our thing or whatever, and it was both of our first fights. It was so funny. But we got over it really quickly because it was super petty. I'm not gonna talk about like everything that happened because that could be a whole nother story. But yeah, got into my first fight. Great. That was because she was hanging out with some older girl that used to, the older girl, she was one of the older girls that used to pick on ninth graders for fun. So she would like pass me in the hallway and laugh Oh, actually, this all started because in ninth grade, she like tried to punk me, bro. She tried to punk me because she was punking all the ninth graders, and I was like, no, not this ninth grader, baby. So basically, we were at the lunch table. It was a whole table, bro. It was empty, and it was just three people sitting on the fucking edge of the table. So me and my friends sat on the table. Well, one of my friends sat on the table, and we were all standing around, and she's like,
"Excuse me, this table's taken."
excuse me? Did you mean taken? And she was like, what? I'm like, it's taken. The table's taken. And she was like,
"Oh, well, whatever. Is this your boyfriend?"
the boy that was sitting on the table was a guy. And I'm like, it don't matter who it is. We're sitting here. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. And this is not your table. So she was like,
"Oh, this little girl got a mouth on her. This little girl got a mouth on her. Listen to this little girl."
bro, little girl. Little girl? It got me tight. So I was like, excuse me? Did you just call me little? I just went freaking ham. I have anger issues, so like little things get me hyped up and pissed off. So I just went nuts, and I was like,
"Who you calling little? Get up right now. Prove how big you are. Prove how big you are to me. Get up right now. I'm standing right here. Get up right now."
like across the table screaming at her, and everybody's looking. And my friend was like,
"Relax, relax. Don't do this right now. It's really not worth it. Like, come on, come on."
and I was like, no, you shut up.
You shut up and mind your business. I'm gonna sit on the table.
And he was like,
"Come on, let's just move. Let's just move to another table. Come on."
and I was like,
Sit down now, cause she's not gonna move you.
he sat down. So yeah, then the girl I was cool with, the girl that I ended up like getting into the fight with, she kind of butted in, and she was like,
"She wasn't even talking to you though."
and I was like, but
I'm talking to her. I'm talking to her.
so it was just crazy. That is how it all started. This was all still in ninth grade, so sorry. Back to 10th grade. Yeah, that happened. In 10th grade, I started off like alone because I realized how fake everybody I was talking to was, and that everybody thought I was doing this and this and this. So I was like, okay, you know what? Suck my ass. I'm not talking to any of you. Yeah, so I was pretty much by myself, but actually, one of my childhood friends moved to the school. So we were together. We were gonna be alone together, hating everyone together. That's that. Turns out, towards the end of the year, she ended up fighting the same girl that I fought, and it was all because of one person that I was friends with and stopped being friends with. So what had happened was, I realized this girl was talking to me about all of her best friends, like her closest friends that she's known for years, that they post each other all the time, they're with each other, they be matching, like a bunch of girls. So she was talking to me about these girls, like,
"Oh my god, she's so annoying," or "She always be in my house. She's mad annoying," and like this and that. "She stinks," and this one dresses. Look how she dresses.
so I was like, if you talking about them like that, I don't imagine what you were saying about me. And she was very negative. She was always posting online like subs and like stuff with drama, like always getting into problems, and I didn't want to see that. I want to be associated with that, because in high school, bro, if you're friends with somebody that got problems, you are getting dragged into those problems. It don't matter why, it doesn't matter who you are, you're getting dragged into those problems. And that's why me and the first girl stopped being cool in the first place. She told me that she thought I wasn't cool with her no more because that girl wasn't cool with her no more. So I got into the fight because she wasn't cool with her anymore. Turns out after I got into the fight and I stopped being friends with that girl and I unfollowed her from Instagram, she befriended the girl that I fought. And she was putting the bug in her ear that I was talking about her, making up stuff. Like, she's talking about this and this and this and this. So she wanted to fight me again. I did that. We like had a quick conversation. I'm like, she don't like me no more. That's why she's saying that shit, obviously. We squashed it again.